Namaste, everybody. I hope that you're doing great. Adrian Nelson here. And this is just a reading for abundance and finance and success. And, for those of you that just maybe feel that there's a little bit of a something missing in your life, because when there's that something missing in our life, somehow our energy is out of balance. All right, so I'm midway through doing the September readings at the moment for all the different zodiac signs, and then I'm going to do the Akashic Love readings after that. But I just wanted to stop here and pause, and I can feel when a message comes to me. I follow spirit in that sense, and my team that call themselves Smile, the collective consciousness that call themselves Smile, and so they sort of let me know, listen, Adrian, it's time for a reading. So so here I am. It's the last thing I expected because I already recorded 3 readings today. But if there's a message, there's a message. I think this is a time when I'm not saying anybody should overexert themselves, but light workers can put in a little bit of overtime. I've got a white candle over there just to claim abundance, to claim purity, to claim life, to claim light. I'm going to put it there in the corner just so it's out of the way of the reading of the cards. But it's to claim for your abundance, okay? All of that which celebrated the light or celebrates the light that you are, the beauty that you are, the divinity that you are, because you are an expression of source, okay? You are an expression of love. You are an expression of light. You're the crown jewel of the universe, and human beings have forgotten that, but we're in the process of remembering again. So we've got amethyst over here, because amethyst is that amazing crystal for, it is that sort of unifying energy that is above, so below energy. And then we also have black tourmaline over here. So whatever is, sort of blocking your abundance, blocking your flow, because anything that blocks your flow, it implies really that somehow there's an imbalance within you, within your energy, because nothing happens to us by default. Something is going on our side that makes that happen, whatever that is. And then sometimes we want to turn and sort of blame others, but the blame is actually with us, and when you can start to see the role that other people play in your ascension, especially the roles that you don't enjoy, it's easy to see the roles that people play, the pretty roles, but those ones that come and really shake you up at the core, and those are normally that closer sort of soul family connections, twin flame connections, they really come to shake you up because it's about going forward and maturing in energy. And when I say maturing in energy, it's sort of like to reach the mark that was the intention for you to reach at this point in your life, to thrive and to be abundant, okay? So we're going to put it over here, and I'm burning cinnamon incense for abundance for you. Just love the scent. Oh, I wish you could smell it. Maybe you can smell it through the screen. Okay, so cards that we're going to use for you for this one over here, beautiful souls. Sorry, for those of you who don't know me, my name is Adrian Nelson. I'm a psychic, intuitive, or medium, whatever you want to call me. I help people find the magic inside of them. Find the magic, develop the magic, maintain the magic, and obviously ultimately benefit from that magic. That is also why I call my personal readings Tarot Life Coaching, because, I do NLP Life Coaching. I've studied CBT quite extensively, which I loved. And that also helps me with my regression hypnosis sessions. I used to do NLP separate, but then I realized I can actually mix it in with the tarot. So that's where Tarot Life Coaching is coming in. Obviously, I do crystal healing and Reiki, and I love my life. I love my life. I love my life. I do. And I want to thank you so much for taking the time to actually share your life with me, because to me, time is very precious, because time is the one thing you can't get back. And even though it's an illusion, that illusion works with time. You know what I'm saying? But may you all live long, happy lives. I hope that you're all well. If there's any of you that's not doing that well, I hope that there will be quick improvements for you. So this is a guided sort of impromptu reading. I said, source, which cards am I supposed to use? I thought it's just going to be one deck. It ended up being 5. And 5's are also that number, like that Hierophant energy, you know, it's that energy of going forward. It's of moving forward, speaking out, speaking up for yourself, all right? Stepping into that space, claiming that space. The thing is that, remember, you are born, you know, deserving abundance. Abundance is your birthright, but you also have to claim it, you know? You have to claim it. Okay, I think I'm going to put this down just a little, if you would excuse me, please, just so we can get more, there we go, more space for the cards. All right, so I'm going to start off right over here. And this is just a general one. Please take it as it resonates. But this is the Law of Abundance or Law of Attraction cards by Abraham Hicks. They're quite amazing. It's amazing how I got this deck of cards. It just happened, and it's the most beautiful thing. I did this journey once on my Facebook page where I posted them, like, I think it's 60 days if I remember correctly, so one card per day. And we've got citrine over there for abundance, okay? Citrine for abundance, prosperity, for success. You're going to draw 3 of these cards. I get a feeling this is going to be something quite amazing, this reading. And I feel that Merkaba energy, I'm going to explain to you when I put them down what I'm talking about. I feel that. You know that Merkaba is above, so below energy. I can feel it. It's beautiful. Okay, so 1, 2, and 3. Okay. That's going to be interesting. Let me put them here so you can see them. We're going to look at these together. Even the colors are flowing, eh? I'm telling you, when source comes through, and source comes through in a sexy way. And we've got, this is aquamarine. And aquamarine is, you know, it's you know, everybody speaks about quartz. And aquamarine can actually shine up really brightly. This one is just not all that polished. It's more like in a rougher sort of form, but it shines up. It can look like diamonds. It can look like very light sapphires also, but it comes in different shades, you know, so it has that richness about it. But it's also a really, really hard stone. It's harder than the quartz. It's got a, for those of you that know, like Mohs hardness, the hardness of the stone. I think it's an 8 if I remember correctly. It's harder than quartz because quartz normally go up to, you know, to 7. Quartz being clear quartz, and citrine over there, amethyst over here. And actually something interesting that you might not have known, did you know that citrine that's yellow like that has once been amethyst, but then it gets heat treated, but it's not like you can do it in your backyard because, I don't know in Fahrenheit, but in, I think it's something like, I have to think, I can't remember. I think something like 580, 530 degrees Celsius that it has to, that it starts to turn and turn into this bright yellow citrine. And then the other one that you normally get, which I actually have down here, there we go. This is the same process because this is also citrine, but this is rough citrine. This is wild citrine. Oh, I call it wild citrine, rough citrine, that it's just amethyst that had all the right mineral components and all those other things in the earth. It's pressure and it's a lot of things that has to go with it. And then it can actually become natural citrine. But it doesn't have that extremely bright yellow color, but they also actually do it sometimes, very rarely or less so, with tiger's eye. And then you sometimes get that almost like bright orange, like sort of almost like the citrine, but it's a little bit oranger. They normally do that with tiger's eye. Okay. So that's just me getting all excited about crystals again. Let's see what we've got here for you. This beautiful Keepers of the Light cards. So that one fell over there and I'm going to leave it there, okay? See what we've got here with your Keepers of the Light. They're very angelic. They're sort of all over the place. Let's put this incredible aquamarine here back. It's that energy is just beautiful. It's such a transformational energy, you know, such a, it's a little bit high vibing, but at the same time it's also very calm. It's almost like dealing with somebody that's, you know, old money. They're not sort of defined by their money. They've got a calm, almost like emotional maturity about them. Then we're going to see what the moon has got to say for us, and we've got carnelian for wisdom. Did you know it said that the Prophet Muhammad, may he rest in peace, that he wore a carnelian ring on his hand, because carnelian is the energy for abundance. Let's see what we've got with the moon. We always want to know what the emotions, because remember, with abundance, you create from your emotions. Okay, and it, and sorry, even though you might be, say, maybe more of a logical thinker, or like a more like a fire sign, maybe Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, even Aquarius, Gemini, Libra, you're more of that air, fire sort of, mind thinking, logical thinking, more divine masculine in a way, as opposed to like the water signs, Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer, the more emotional flow, or like the more earth signs, the more grounded signs, like Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. At the end of the day, it's actually about an emotion. We just have different ways of getting the same emotion across. Okay. Then we're going to see where it is that you might be stuck verbally. Okay. We've got blue lace agate over there. We're going to see what is maybe, and when we speak about communication and sort of like the throat chakra energy, it is not always just about, let me just move this. There we go. Sorry about that. So it's not, let's actually put this right in the middle, because this is about abundance. Okay, let's put that citrine right there in the middle for you. Sometimes when it comes to being locked in your communication, like your throat chakra, it's not always just so much about what we're saying to the outside world and what we sort of, I'm just trying to get the right wording. What we portray to the outside world, because remember, your outside world and the way that you act and the things that you do and all of those things, it is really a reflection of your inside world. So your throat chakra has got a lot to do with your own communication with yourself, your connection with yourself, that inner child healing vibes. And that is why I love regression hypnosis, because it's about, helping to clear those things out. Okay. Oops, didn't want to do that. And there we go. All right. And then we're going to clarify everything with some tarot cards. And I've got a, look how beautiful these cards are. You're going to see how beautiful they are. They were a gift to me from a friend. As were these Oracle of the Seven Energies. This is actually so amazing. One of my clients that I met on YouTube, obviously, she sent me this, she wanted to send me this deck of cards of Colette Baron Reed, but then there was some trouble, and she's abroad, she's in Kansas. And then she sent me the money so I can get the cards. It was such a beautiful thing. So this is not a big card reading. This whole message is all for you. Okay. So we're going to look at what are some influences from your past. What is your direct influences at the moment? Your influences from source, your true influences, and where is that taking you? Okay. And by all of that, we will get to see, from what it is that you are getting. This recent pause also looks into what is your patterns, what is blocking you in the subconscious, in the foundation. Okay, so let's look at that first. So we first have the Law of Attraction card, and it says, my creative power lies in this moment. My creative power lies in this moment. And we are never more powerful than we are when we are in the present moment. And that is the power really of meditation. Because meditation takes you into that state of abundance, into that surrender state, into that receptive state. That is the powerful thing about meditation. But then what I like about, or one of the reasons why I started to teach self-hypnosis to my clients is because when you come for a regression hypnosis session, you're in that session, and whilst you're in that session, you're basically in a full surrender mode for that whole time. And which might not seem that long, because maybe your sessions only say maybe 2 hours, 2.5 hours, up to 3 hours, because it's different for everyone. And well, that's not that long to be in the surrender state, but when you think about it, when is the longest time you've ever really been fully in a abundant state, in a surrender state? Because even when we meditate, sometimes our mind is still floating and drifting and, going in different things. But with hypnosis, you literally go to that receptive state that's in the subconscious. You're not bothered by the conscious mind, and that is the powerful thing about self-hypnosis. And that actually makes your meditation more powerful because it takes you into the now space. All right. There with that number 3 over there, this is about celebrating your inner strength, mind, body, spirit, and number 8, the infinity, and then 3 plus 8 also is 11, new beginnings. What is it saying? It says, whether you are thinking about something happening now or something that happened in the past or something you would have liked to have happen in your future, you are doing the thinking now, and it is this present thought vibration that the law of attraction is responding to. Therefore, your power, there we go, to create is now. It's in the now. It's in the present. That is what Eckhart Tolle was speaking about in his book, The Power of Now, and then obviously more, extensively so in A New Earth. I read that book like 7 times, I think. And every time I read it, I got something new from it. It's actually quite profound. It's really, really amazing. Okay. So you've learned your lessons here in the past. You've learned your lessons. You've become better at understanding your patterns. You've become better at understanding the things that are holding you back, the things that are stunting your growth. So, there might still be some lessons to learn, and there might still be some challenges to overcome, and those are all, those are okay, because those are things that can be worked with, I specialize in that. I know many people who specialize in that. It's like, I always say go on the net, but maybe also ask your friends, or ask people like, who did you go to, or how was your experience with that person, is there growth? And I think that is always one of the big questions. Is there growth? Because there's no point in going to see somebody, once a week, once a month, or whenever, and there's never any growth. I mean, you're wasting your time, you're wasting your money, Also, the other thing with getting in the now, and I really can't stress this enough, is that when we think of something like meditation, think of the benefit of meditation and what it actually does. Meditation is about getting present. It's about being in that state that makes you happy, that surrender state, basically. And because I've got a very chatty mind, I'm a Sagittarius rising, my communication's in Gemini, plus I'm a Cancer. So there's a chatting going on inside, there's a chatting going on in the head, in the emotions, in the mind, in the whatever. So when I go for a jog, it's like my mind goes quiet and I go into that white space. And I feel that you have figured out, or is definitely, a lot better at doing this for yourself, which is great, because when you can do that for yourself, that is when life begins to rock for you. Okay. Now let's see, what else do we have? Or we're going to start picking them from that side. Oopsie. Yeah, that makes sense. I'm going to start putting them up from that side. What do we have next? It is what it is. You see, you accept it, and there's number 6. Number 6 is a number of hope. You turn it around, it becomes number 9. In the major arcana of tarot, number 6, it's that lover's energy. All right. And if you're interested in learning about tarot, you can always click on the link in the description. I've got a detailed online tarot reading course. There's some reviews and stuff that you can read, and you get to look at, like, I think 5 of the lessons for free, so you don't have to like commit right away, but you accept it here. And this is wonderful. You reach a point where you accept it, that maybe everything is not the way that you want it to be, but you gonna I'm trying to find the right way to say it. When we accept it is what it is, yes. But then there's that powerful thing that happens. You're in that surrender space, okay? You're in that space of almost sort of nocturnal flow, basically. That is where your surrender actually started. And sometimes when our life begins to change, it's almost like our world falls a little bit apart first. Like, everybody always says that the solution came at the 11th hour, but there's a reason for that. And I'd like to tell you what that reason is. But let me tell you through something explained to you in my life to give you a better understanding. So, yesterday morning, I ran a very simple routine on my PC. All I was going to do was factory reset the PC. It's very simple, you know. And guess what? It didn't work. And now the whole thing is blocked and it's not working. And I realized, okay, I see what's happening over here. When my life begins to change, it's sometimes it's a little bit like the one part of the life begins to disintegrate, and I start to sort of like align with the other part, because I've got a habit of holding on to things sometimes. And so because my focus is forward, the universe sometimes need to give me that little bit of a push. And so when I see things and I recognize a pattern within myself, I go like, oh, so this is what's happening, you know? And you get to understand your patterns like that. And that is what's so cool about it. And that is what what I like to help other people to reach within their lives. Because when you understand your patterns, and that's your light side and your dark side, sometimes we just want to look at the light. When you understand yourself, then you're in your strength and in your power, because you can see what's coming towards you and you can say, no, we're not going to play the game today. No, 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 no. Last time we played this game, it didn't end well for me, It's almost like that song of Mika, the singer, Grace Kelly, where, remember, I don't know if you all know, like there's this child, this young child that's sitting on the piano, and she talks to him before he starts singing a little bit of like a narrative, but it's almost like a doll-like sort of looking. She's like, Mr. Smith, last time we spoke, you made me cry. I can assure you it won't happen again. So you start getting that little bit of an attitude with your dark side, because it can't run the show like it used to run the show before. All right. Let's see how the moon assists you before, your energy before. Bring love into the situation. New moon in Aquarius. Yeah. Aquarius is the energy Aquarius is a beautiful humanitarian energy there for everyone. Aquarius is just beautiful. My best friend is an Aquarius. Aquarius is just amazing. And my moon is in Aquarius, which I think is the most fortunate thing about myself. It does give me that little bit of a stubborn thing, though. And then, of course, I have the Sagittarius rising as well. Plus, I've got the Gemini. So it's, yeah. And then let me not even get started on my Scorpio placement. And it's interesting. I love it. 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 And I've got a Jupiter placement that is to die for. So Aquarius brought in that beautiful energy. There's some help that came in here. The universe has sent you some help. Maybe sent you a friend. Could have said, I see that for many of you, there were very, very challenging periods that were taking place. And so the universe sent you some people to lighten the load for you, to make things easier for you, to help you to be able to smile through the challenging situations. Okay? So you maybe had some of those wonderful friends, if you think back, that came into your life. They were like a ray of light, but then they were out of your life again. The universe brought them in to assist you through a difficult period. Okay. And then we've got Bridget, inner strength. Move back to wholeness. Recognize that you have the power. You see, you needed to, it's almost like you needed to power up. Some of you needed some time out to sort of power up. You were feeling the emotions quite strongly, and there were so many things going on. It was retrogrades, and, then it's this full moon, and there were so many things happening, and then Lionsgate hit, and even prior to that, remember there was a time when, what was it? That sort of more love space was in retrograde, and that was a very challenging period for everybody. There's a lot of challenges that took place, okay? And we remember there was also that whole Aquarius, age of Aquarius that everybody was speaking about. You see that new moon, that new beginning, that energy started to integrate, and then you started to get a little bit badass, because now you started to get the energy, which is amazing, because you started to grow your abundance muscles. You know what I mean? It's amazing stuff. All right, so let's see. And we're not going to spend a lot of time in the recent past with tarot. We're going to draw one tarot card for it. That's the recent past. We're not going to spend a lot of time in the past, because our focus is on the now energy and going forward. Okay? But it's also good to also understand the past, because when you understand the past and you understand where you're going, where you're coming from, then it makes a big difference. You know what I'm saying? So, Queen of Staffs. You see, there was still some work to do. There was inner work to do. There was inner emotional work that needed to be done, and you had to attend to that. You had to find that inner light within yourself that shine. And my favorite flower is a sunflower, which is holding over here, because the thing is that sunflower is always open. when there's sunlight or, UV light or whatever, you keep them under, they're always going to open. And even when it's raining and storming outside, sunflowers are always going to open, but because there is no light to shine up, they shine to each other, they give each other light. It's beautiful. Okay? Now, let's look at your current power. And then we're going to look at where this is taking you. Okay? We're looking at the overall energy. Manifestation card. I see myself attracting, harmonizing intent. I see myself attracting, harmonizing intent. Also, the amazing thing about this card is I keep one of these cards actually as a bookmark because I bought it from somebody, and after I bought it, I gave the lady a call and I said to her, hey, do you maybe have more than one deck? Are you missing a card? Because I got this one twice. It says, I see myself attracting only those in harmony with my current intent. And I am getting clearer and clearer in every moment about what it is that I want. You see, the more clear you are, the easier the universe is able to give you. It matters not what others are choosing. What is important is that I am pleased with me and I see myself. I certainly am. Okay? So I love this. This is that space, even like as you can see with this bird flying down and with his hands open wide. This is you. This is you currently integrating with yourself, integrating with abundance, integrating with the desires of your heart. Okay, this is what you manifested for yourself. So, as we said, there can be that feeling of a slight bit of a disruption taking place at the moment. Like a little bit of a, like a fast swimming fish in an aquarium. They sort of grab some attention. There's you. I feel that you ascended to the level that you needed to ascend to be able to receive what is available for you. And now it is, coming down towards you. It's coming down to meet you. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to move this. Okay. Looks a little messy, but you all know what's going on. Okay. Let's see. Let's take you out here. Now there's more mess. Congratulations. Okay, let's continue with the reading. Let's not get sidetracked. Broken open. You see? Look at that. Your power is coming through. Your strength is coming through from your root chakra, from your heart, from your crown chakra. And when you think of just these 7 energies, you start with the root, your connection to Earth, your connection to Gaia, your connection to the planet that hosts us, this planet that is floating through space. I mean, think about it. We're on this planet that is floating through a very vast universe, that ever expanding universe, and somehow we kept safe. Nothing is banging into us. Something is keeping us safe, so we can ground in that safety. So remember, if you are feeling a little trippy at the moment and things are feeling strange and things are feeling overwhelming, ground with Gaia. Ground, connect. Okay? The more you connect with Gaia, the more you connect to your power, to your allness of who you are, to your divine gift as a soul that's having a human being experience. Things are coming together there with number 2, contracts coming together, offers coming in. Okay? 8 there with infinity, it's an abundant flow, and 2 plus 8 together, it's 10. In tarot, that's the end, it's a new beginning. Okay, you connected there to source. Meditation, again, get into that space of connecting because your heart is opening. This is like higher heart opening. Okay, and higher heart is, like normally in the 7 chakras, the main chakras, the energy centers of the body. There's obviously more as well, but we normally just look at the 7 ones. But then normally the heart chakra is represented by the color green. But then sometimes it's also represented by the color pink, normally inside, because higher heart opening is almost like, like when a flower bud comes from the earth, like a rose, and it's standing over there, and it's closed, and it's closed, and it's closed, and one glorious morning it just opens. And that's how your heart space opens, and it's got that pink inside. This is higher heart chakra opening. Amazing, amazing. That places you in the space for abundance. Emotions with the moon. Work through your fears. New moon in Scorpio. Okay? So we had new moon in Aquarius. We had new moon in Aquarius there, the initiation that took place in the recent past. The realignment, the cleansing, that point where you did dark nights of the soul, the point where you said to yourself, oh my goodness, is this never going to end? You know? It is now ended. It's ending. It's drawing to a conclusion. Okay? Work through your fears. A lot of times when we don't experience the alignment with abundance, we have a lot of fear that's being created from there. You know, we lack we sort of like develop a scarcity mentality, and we start to hold on to things. And then when the one part of your world starts to disintegrate, you hold on to it desperately. And that is why you have the 11th hour experience. You can have the first, second experience as well. You see, oh, there's a realignment taking place over there. Let go. Don't hold on. Remember, life is an ongoing flow. Abundance is an energy. It's an ongoing flow. Okay? If you try to hold on to oxygen, so you breathe in and you refuse to breathe out because the breath is so precious to hold, what's going to happen? You're going to conk out. It's not going to work for you. You know, it's an ongoing flow. Life is an ongoing flow. What does the angels want to say to your power at the moment? Sanat Kumara, light activation. You see why I love to shuffle these cards in front of you, because you can see that this has been drawn. This is the message directly from source for you. All right? Shine your light. Be you. Be that authentic you. You are a unique divine soul. One of the best ways to, and where you can stand in your power, basically, one of the best ways to manifest is by being you. Not trying to put yourself into a mold. Even with spirituality, we try to make this thing a thing. Who are you? Let your light shine. Be you. Okay? Your internal guidance is coming through loud and clear. What messages are you receiving? You know, are you trusting those messages? It's not always necessary to go to a, to a psychic and a tarot reader and people like me. No. We all have the same thing. We all have the same thing. Because we are all one. We are all connected. We are not separate. There is no separation between us. I am you and you are me. Current energy, judgment. There we go. Current space, judgment. This is where the universe says to you, okay, so you've been doing all the spiritual work. Congratulations. We're so proud of you. Now that you have come to the realization that you create your own reality, what would you like that to be? What would you like it to be? When's the last time you really thought about it? You know, I had a conversation with one of my sisters earlier on, and we were speaking about what are the two things that I will really splash money on? Apple products and aquariums, fish tanks. I don't have to think about it. I know that. Well, how would you spend your money? If you say that you want to be a millionaire, you say you want to have your dream job, you say you want to have your dream partner, you say you want to have the freedom that you want to have, you say you want to drive whatever car, sell whatever boat, or fly whatever helicopter, or, you know, work whatever hours, and, I don't know, write a book, or whatever it is that you want to do. What does it look like? How does it feel? What is it like even at the moments when you are crazy and you're going mad and you're upset about something? How does it feel? What are you surrounding yourself with? What is the essence? Give the universe a hint. The universe is asking you to give it direction. Okay? I like to make the example with this almost like Santa's happy elves. They can get you absolutely anything because they're magical. But if they understand that you want a bicycle, they get you. They know you want to have a bicycle. They're not going to bother with a dollhouse and a truck and a little choo-choo train or whatever. They know you don't want those stuff. You are here. You are wanting a bicycle. They can jazz that bicycle up, and the universe can jazz things up for you, but it needs to know what you want. What do you want? Become specific. Okay? Just because you're clear about what you want to have doesn't mean you have to settle for that. There's a fear mentality. Remember there, work through your fears. There's a fear mentality. If I'm too specific, I might miss out on something else. The universe want to upgrade you, but it wants to know where to start. Give it a point of reference. Okay? Now we're going to look at what's coming towards you. What is the potential outcome? What is the invitation? Why would you bother doing all of this stuff? Why would you bother? Okay, why? Attention to what is only creates more what is. You're becoming a rock star when it comes to manifestation. This is why you want to do it. You're getting exactly what you want as you want it. You're getting that you can order the life that you want to have, like you're ordering it from an a la carte menu, from a Michelin star for a staff, sort of Michelin star restaurant. Many want to point out reality to you. Come on. They say, face the facts. Look at what is. And we say to you, if you are able to see only what is, then by law of attraction, you will create only more of what is. You feel that? This is what you're getting. When you only focus on what's going on at the moment, and that's what we normally have, and this is why you get yourself stuck in problems. When it's time to move on, you can't move on. You're like, what is keeping me stuck? It is being so invested in your problems. This is a space where you go like, oh, I'm feeling really, really stuck today. Oh my goodness, I need to make a plan. So you get dressed up and you do something to really spike up your energy and boom, problem solved. This is the wisdom that you're flowing towards, okay? And we're all going there. We're all systematically going there because we're all busy releasing fears. It's not like I'm 100% all sorted out. We are all marching together. We are all souls walking each other home. We are doing global ascension, not that person and that person ascension, global ascension. And when you think about it, when is the last time something really united the world? Really, whether it's a good uniting, bad uniting, at least let's look at the fact that at least we are united for once. That's a good place to start global ascension from. All right. You must put your thoughts beyond what is in order to attract something more or something that is different. Because remember, what you think about, what you focus on, that is what you bring into your reality of life. Birds of a feather. Oh, come on, my peeps. This is you. Now, remember, think about it like this. When you are rich, wealthy, let's call it that. When you are wealthy, you are going to have a certain class of friends to people that's maybe middle class and people that's maybe dead poor. And it doesn't mean because this part think they're better than that part. It's just that your lifestyles are different. Your preferences are different. Your time availability and money availability is different. Okay? Look at the twos again coming together. Five there, that Hierophant energy again, fives. Something's about to happen. 2 + 5 = 7. And this is a space where you're going forward, where you understand that life is an ever ongoing process, that your job is really to be ready constantly. And the more you're ready, the more wonderful things come to your life. Because when you're ready, it means that you're in alignment. Okay? Your life's about to rock. What we got? Don't let pride get in your way. Full moon in Leo. So there's just a little bit of a warning there for you. And you know what? It's always such a good way to find a way to remind yourself of what it is or where it is that you grew from, And it's not an arrogance thing. It's a good reminder to know where you come from, because when you remember where you came from, it's got nothing to do with staying in that mindset. It's celebrating yourself. It's patting yourself on the shoulder, which, come on, do we still do that? When is the last time you were really just nice to yourself? You go into a space where you're patting yourself on the shoulder, and keep a reminder, even think about something now, because ascension is taking place. Your heart is broken open. This is fast ascension. Boom. One time you're struggling, next thing you're sorted. Think about it now already, and this is a wonderful way to manifest for you for the future, for where you are going. Yes, a wonderful way for you to get there faster and to say to the universe, yes, I looked at that reading, my heart is open, that I'm saying yes to that. Create for yourself a reminder of your current life, but look at it from a celebratory point. What is working in your life beautiful at the moment? What do you have to be grateful for? Make like a collage, basically, like a celebration of your life, and give gratitude to the life that you have at the moment. Even if it sucks, there must be things in that life that is good for you. Celebrate those things, celebrate the people, be happy for those things, create that beautiful memoir for you in the best way that you can. Take it with you going forward, because from that space of happiness where you appreciate what you have now, from this gratitude, you grow and you become more. And when you can see what you grew from, don't fall into the trap of thinking that once you are all sorted out financially, every day is going to be sunshine and roses, and you're going to have, like, I don't know, glasses of sparkly, bubbly, and crystal glasses every day. Life is going to have its stuff. You're going to have rich people problem now. Okay? You're going to have abundance problems now. There's days that it's going to feel overwhelming. It's going to be challenging. When you can see how far you've come, you're not going to feel like everything is a waste. Because, let's say maybe now all you really want is a good, decent job. But next thing you know, say maybe 15 years from now, you run this huge corporation. There's maybe your corporation, and I don't know, they want to make the public company go public, or there's some sort of international scandal, or like whatever the case may be. That's going to consume you. You're going to forget where you came from. This is a good time to have a reminder. And when you can see where you came from, then you understand that this future problem is you're going to be okay. All right? Look at this. Your ancestors reconnecting with your roots. White eagle ancestor spirit. Connect to your lineage. A family wound or pattern can be healed now. Okay? Remember, we come from a great lineage. So you're in the space right now where you're forgiving your family, where you're forgiving your friends, in where we are right now in 3D. But going forward, you get more of a realization that there's more of you. Okay? And it's about that inner work. That inner work continues, and then life keeps on getting better and better and better. Life gets better and better and better for you. Okay? I'll draw you 2 tarot cards for this one. So we got the Devil, that release, and the Queen of Swords. Okay? Learning better ways of being, better ways of spending, better ways of receiving, better ways of maintaining. I'm going to draw 4 cards straight for finance. Finance, money, the currency here on planet Earth. Okay? If you want to be successful on Earth, you have to play Earth by Earth rules, my friends. Don't complain. Don't complain. So we've got the Tower and the Star, but the Star came first. Do you know what that means? The Star came first. There's the alignment first. A lot of us are fearing at the moment that there's going to be the complete annihilation, and only then the light can come through. The light comes first. It's like when you step into a room that is dark. You trip the switch and the light goes on. You flip the switch. The switch is being flipped. The switch goes on. You can see the room so you can know what you are dealing with. All right? The universe is not trying to sneak up on you. Don't be afraid. You're going to be fine. The light has got you. The light cannot not have you because you are the light. Okay? The light will obviously take care of you because you are the light. And then we had the High Priestess, and after the High Priestess, we got the Knight of Swords. Great ideas. Breakthrough ideas. Maybe follow some ideas that you have. Follow some inspirations that you got. Okay? Follow some guidance that you got. Some epiphany that you got. Follow it. All right? I'm going to draw you 1 card, just 1 more card for an overall message. And then we got 2. Strength in reverse and the World in reverse. Some of you might be afraid of doing the inner work. Almost saying like, I can do it anytime, but I can't do inner work right now, people. You need to understand there's things going on in the world. This is not a time for doing inner work. I'm sorry. Now is exactly the time for inner work. Inner child healing. Okay. So that's what I've got for you for my impromptu reading. I'm actually quite glad that I did it because it actually feels quite amazing. I literally got out of bed. But, Source was like, 80, it's time. I said, okay, nice, Source. I'm on board. Let's go. Let's do this. Okay. This is good things. This is good things. If you're looking at this, see this as a sign that you are on track. Things are a little bit rocky, it's a little bit shaky, but it's that next step that you take. You're like that baby that's maybe you've fallen a few times, but you're getting up, and this time you're going to show the passageway. This time you're going down this hallway, and this hallway standing no chance against you. You know what I'm saying? You got this. You got this. You got this. Okay? Remember to like if it resonates with you. Comment, share, subscribe. I appreciate all of that. See you all next time. Bye.